Time to see what the wizards are up to.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? Thanks for joining us for our weekly stream. We're super excited to be here. And look, we have our new Wise Wizard Game shirts on.
Yeah.
We're getting ready. We're not personally going to Gen Con, but these are the shirts that we have for the people that are helping us out at Gen Con and at Origins, and it's a new collage that we had made with some of our art, which we're really excited about. So let's see, we have a bunch of things to talk about. We are going to be talking about the new features that came out in Hero Realms Digital. We'll be talking about the new Star Realms box set that we did not have a sample for. We actually have a sample, so we'll be showing that to you. We'll be talking a bit about some Sorcerer Endbringer updates, and we'll talk a little bit about Origins and Gen Con. I think those are the big things. But as always, you can ask any questions while we're talking. We will be taking questions from the chat. So I know you're not shy, so I'm going to tell you don't be shy. But, you know, feel free to ask questions at any time. So our giveaway for this week is Star Realms Frontiers. So we'll be posting on our social media every week. We do a giveaway, which we talk about here, and we post the details on social media. Frontiers is my personal favorite base game. I did bunch of play testing on the challenges, the solo and co-op challenges, and I love those. And I like that it goes up to 4 players, and I really like the size of the box as well, because I carry a lot of stuff in my purse, don't I? So if I want to throw a game in, I really need that box is very, very sturdy, so it can like bounce around against all the million random things I have in my bag, and it is perfect. Same goes for my backpack. I like to just put a lot of stuff in there, so I really like the box on Frontiers as well. And then from last week, congratulations to Winston R. from Florida. You won Guardians of Gowanna. So congrats and thanks for entering, everyone. And as always, our giveaways are worldwide. So, you know, please, if you're, no matter where you're located, you can enter as long as we can legally ship there. So that rules out, you know, I think a couple of countries, but other than that, we'll ship anywhere. And
we've had winners from all over.
Like doing that. I wanted to just mention a couple things about our stream. So again, if you are a streamer and you want to be on the stream schedule, you can send me a message on Facebook and we can add you to this Google Doc. And also, if anyone's interested in guest streaming on our channel, that's a possibility as well. But I wanted to mention that we now have a Saturday time slot. So the normal time slot has been for Rob and Darwin. I mean, we've had the weekly Play the Designers Rob or Darwin stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And that's not a great time if you are in Europe or you're in Australia or Asia. So we wanted to add a second time slot that was convenient for people in other time zones. So now Darwin is streaming on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And I hope that's a great time for people that, you know, wanted an additional time frame. I think that also works for a lot of people in the US as well. So please, you know, join him on the new time slot. If you beat him, same as usual, you get credits in the game. And occasionally it won't be Darwin, like we'll do substitutes if Darwin's traveling or something like that. And as well, you know, I told him, hey, it doesn't have to be Rob, you know, we can have someone from the community if you need to sub at some point as well. So just let me know if you're interested in doing that kind of thing. And if you're not subscribed to our Twitch channel, that's a great place to subscribe so that you get the alerts when the streams go live. So I highly recommend that. And I also just wanted to quickly mention the Discord server. I saw some comments in the Hero Realms Digital Kickstarter about where can you give feedback, where can you talk about the digital app, and we have several new channels specifically for Hero Realms Digital on our Discord server, but we also have a channel for every game that we make, and even games that we have not yet published yet, like Kapow, for example. We talk about play testing and different things in Kapow, even though it's not yet out. So I encourage people to go to that link if you're not a member of the Discord server and join. And, you know, you can get our updates, you can ask questions there. And in particular for our digital games, it's a great place to give feedback and ask questions from other players.
So we've got some tournaments coming up this weekend at Gen Con. CJ Moynihan, who was lead design on some of the new Epic sets and does a ton of work on the digital side. He's going to be out at Gen Con running some events for us. We've got a Hero Realms Legend Series. It's Friday 1 p.m. and we've got a Star Realms Legend Series Saturday at 1 p.m. So we got participation prizes. We've got really cool
new
top 8 prizes,
designs.
amazing playmats for the top 8. So these will be available at this Legend Series and also at future Legend Series tournaments. So yeah, if you make top 8, you get one of these sweet new
I want
playmats.
the shark one, but I'm not even allowed to play.
The Alpha Max is pretty awesome. So yeah, these are beautiful new playmats that we've got for the top 8. We've got participation cards. We've got other prizes for top finishers, including if you win the event, you become a card in the game. We'll put you in a future set. And then, of course, eventually that card will make its way into the app as well. So you'll be able to see your card physically in person and also in the app. So that's those are really cool events. And I know not everybody can make it to Gen Con. We're going to have these tournaments also are going to be happening at Origins. So we've got at Origins, we also have some Learn to Play events, but we have the Friday Hero Realms Legend Series and the Saturday Star Realms Legend Series. Both of those are at 11 a.m. And we've got the Learn to Play events as well. And later in this winter, we're planning on having a digital Legend Series as well, so that people around the world who can't make it to cons right now can also have a shot at playing in the Legend Series.
Playmats.
And yes, and those top 8 playmats. So yeah,
we don't normally ship stuff out for our digital, but we will be.
Yeah, so those sweet playmats, in addition to being at the Gen Con event and at the Origins event, we'll also have them in the digital event. So if you top 8 in the digital Legend Series, we'll mail a playmat out to you. So really cool prizes. So if you're at Gen Con Origins, please swing by. It's a great chance to hang out with the community and get some awesome games in and win some cool prizes. And like I said, we'll be swinging around and doing those in digital as well.
Yeah, and I also just want to mention at Gen Con this weekend, we will also have 3 demo tables that will be demoing our games, and they're in specific time slots, so you can sign up for them as events with Gen Con. But they're Sorcerer, Kapow, Star Realms, and Hero Realms. So if you haven't had a chance to play one of those games and you want to sit down and have someone walk you through how to play, those events are happening as well. We don't have our normal gigantic booth, but you will be able to play our games there as well. And Indie Game Alliance will have some of our product available for sale, limited amount over the weekend. So you can also swing by their booth 1408 as well if you are interested in product. So thank you. Okay, moving on.
So Sorcerer Endbringer, we've been doing a ton of work on Endbringer. We were hoping actually to get the new or the Endbringer box sets up on Simulator last month. That actually is taking a little bit longer, and we needed having a little bit of trouble with our programmers as well. So we've got another one of the great programmers who's been working on the tabletop stuff for us from a different game, hopped over and is working on it. And so we have the box set stuff is coming to Tabletop Simulator. That should be soon, knock on wood, but we're working on that right now. And we've also Peter and I have been analyzing the feedback we've gotten from the playtesters. So basically, we've got all the character lineage and domain packs that are new in Endbringer. Those have been up on Tabletop Simulator for a while. You guys have had a chance to play them and give feedback. And we've made a couple changes. We've got a change to one of Tatsu's cards. So we've got the new version here. So the dragon scales had a ability to prepare Tatsu herself. And we were finding that that was causing some combos that were a little too powerful, a little too gross. And the ability to weaken each enemy minion, which was the other option, is a super strong ability. So we decided, you know what, this card is plenty awesome, giving these big stat boosts and having that ability to weaken all enemy minions. So Tatsu got a minor nerf to one of her attachments that sort of dealt with some of the more combo-y, less interactive wins that she was getting. So we've got a nerf to her. And then we have a major overhaul on Merlin. So a lot of players were very excited about the theme of Merlin and the art and the story, but basically the gameplay just wasn't powerful enough. It wasn't. Merlin was sort of underperforming in the playtests, and we got a lot of feedback about that. Merlin's getting a major power boost and a complete overhaul on all the cards. That I'm not going to spoil here. I'm going to be putting in an update that will be going out in the next day or two on the Sorcerer Endbringer page, and then we'll talk about those next week, here on the stream. But your feedback has been great, and we would definitely encourage you to when we have those when we have the updated Merlin up in Tabletop Simulator, give that a try. I want to make sure that this buffing of Merlin doesn't make him too powerful, so we gotta. So we'll be looking for more feedback on the updated version, and of course we'll want to get your feedback on Endbringer itself, the solo and cooperative play. So when that goes up, we'll of course do an update on the Kickstarter when the Endbringer sets are up, and we'll have and we'll talk about it on our stream here as well. But yeah, your feedback is awesome, super appreciated, and it's really helping us with the getting the stuff on the right power level. So when you actually have those physical copies, it'll be great for playing again and again in the various matchups. So we're very excited about the tweaks we have coming.
Yeah, and really appreciate the feedback. If some people watching don't know, we have feedback forms for Sorcerer and for Kapow. So if you do play testing online on Tabletop Simulator, you can fill out a form and give us feedback. And also, if you do 5 or more play sessions, then your name will be accredited in the playtester credits in the game rulebook as well. So we've been tracking that too. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So would anyone like to hear about Hero Realms Digital?
So yeah, we've been, as our digital players know, we just did a major update this week. We've been working, the digital team is working hard, constantly working on improving Hero Realms Digital, moving the process of moving it ready for the full release next summer. So this update that we did was a game-breaking update. So occasionally we'll do updates that are changing enough that in the internals of the app that it will make it so that games from the old version are not compatible with the updated version. We gave a couple days notice, but we've got a lot of feedback from players that, hey, the notice was a little short, especially considering right now 48-hour games are the standard play mode. So we're going to give a larger amount of notice in the future. But we do have a lot of cool stuff added in this update. We've got a cooperative play mode, so you can play together with your friends. We have an attempted fix to the battery drain issue. We're getting a lot of complaints, especially from Android users, that the app ran hot and would chew through your battery pretty quickly. The team made some tweaks to hopefully bring that down. So we're interested in seeing for people who are having battery issues, are they better now with the update? We've added experience for challenges. So if you are playing, if you want to challenge a friend specifically, like, oh, I want to play a game against Debbie, you can play those games and gain experience for them. In the old version, you weren't gaining experience for challenges. And we also have fix that was sort of intended from the beginning, but wasn't in the last or in the initial beta launch, which is experience kicks in through as a game progresses. So if you start a game and then concede immediately without playing a turn, you won't get any experience. If you play one turn, you get a little bit of experience, 2 turns, a little more, etc., until you get to the point where you're getting the full experience for the match, which I believe is 20 for a loss and 50 for a win, and then bonuses for playing against higher level opponents. So that's in, and if someone concedes the match, experience still happens. It just depends on how long the match has gone. If it's gone a reasonable length, you're going to get full experience. If it hasn't gone a reasonable length, you'll get a percentage of experience based on how many turns you've played. We have made it so that you can have audio from other apps going while the app's going. We've got a lot of complaints from people like, hey, I like to listen to podcasts or music or whatnot while the app's running, while I play Hero Realms, while I play Star Realms. We've made it so that you can do that with Hero Realms. Got some and some card fixes, ability to tweak your animation speeds for people who like to slow it down a little and see what's happening. So you can go into the settings and you can speed up the animation if you want the opponent's turn to just go by as quickly as possible, or you can slow down the animation if you want to be able to see what's happening as plays are made. So we've got a lot of new stuff happening that we brought into the app. So let's see, we got a question here. Will we be getting a way to request a rematch against a specific opponent? Yeah, that sounds like a great feature. That's not on our current list, but that seems like a great thing to add. A rematch button would be cool. So when you finish,
I can keep playing you, Rob, after you beat me.
Exactly.
Time after time. I just want to pause for a minute. The Twitch stream went down. If you're watching Twitch, it's back up, but you need to refresh. Sorry, there's StreamYard saying it's probably some issues with Twitch. Continue.
All right. Okay, so I think we have some screenshots here. We have a new challenge or a new game screen. So basically, this allows you to sort of easily visually choose all the different play modes. So we've got player versus player or cooperative. We've got 48-hour games and real time. Real time is not live yet. That will be coming in our next big update. And then we've got matchmaking, which means pair me with anybody out there in the world who's looking for a game. And challenge means you can specifically request a friend to play with you, entering their username. We've added the cooperative play. This is really cool. You and a friend play together against a bad guy. Right now, we only have one villain to play against, but we'll have more as the play progresses. You have your board, your ally, your teammate has their board. There's a little blue box off to the right that you can click on to see your teammate's board. If your teammate has bad guys in front of them and you don't have any left in front of you, you can click on that and then attack the bad guys in front of them. And also, if you don't have any bad guys in front of you, when you heal, you can give that health to your teammate or to yourself. So basically, when you do a healing effect, you'll see, as long as there's no enemy champions in front of you, you'll see this option to either take the healing yourself or to give it to your teammate. And it even shows on the bottom of these two options what the health of the two players are. So you can see, like in this scenario, I was at 30, my teammate's at 38. So when deciding where to put that health, you can you have that quick reference. When you're playing, your board has a normal look to it, but you can see that off to the right, you have that blue box where you can click on to see your teammate stuff. And when you're viewing your teammate's board, you have this sort of bluish effect. It has the ally thing in the middle, so you can see that, okay, I'm looking at my at the ally board, and then the blue box off to the right is indicating is actually you. So when you're watching your teammate play their turn, the screen will look like this. Or if you want to click over to your teammate's board to see what they've got in their hand, or the bad guys that are in front of them, you can click over on this to see that. That is the new cooperative play we've got. And right now, it's only versus only versus the pirate. And this is
that pirate is awesome.
Yeah, the pirate is awesome. It's super cool. It's a super cool challenge, and it's for characters level 1 to 3. So if you play with a higher level character than that, you'll be downgraded to level 3 for playing the challenge. So you can use any character you want when playing. It'll just remember what your character was like at level 3 and play that way. And in the future, we're going to have additional challenges for higher level characters, and also we're going to have campaign play available. So basically, we're going to have a lot of cooperative matchup options. So definitely interested in getting the feedback from everybody on the cooperative play, so we can make tweaks to it, and yes, there will be more cooperative content coming in the future.
And if you're watching and this looks really exciting, but you don't have Hero Realms Digital, we do still have the ability to Layback on our online store. Saf can post the link in the comments. And if you have Laybacked, you'll know that it's a bit of a manual process for us in terms of, this has been the case for Kickstarter backers and Laybackers, and that we export the data and then we need to manually, get those names into Google and into assign Steam codes into Google, into Apple, depending on the platforms that people are seeking, and then put together, then merge it into an email to send that information out to everyone. So we are doing that as quickly as we can. And, I would like it to be as, immediate, but because it's in beta, it is a manual process. So just be a little bit patient, but, we're trying to turn those around within a couple of days, and it's super fun. So it's definitely worth the couple of day wait if you need to do that. But I just want to let people know that was an option. And it looks like we have some questions. So let me pop over. I think Llama. So Fearless, thank you for the feedback that if people can't see the stream, I can't give them feedback how to get back on the stream. I was like, so thanks for you and for Saf for posting it in the comments on Twitch, because if people were watching on Twitch, they could still see the comments. So I really do appreciate that. And there was Back Alley Llama. Definitely, if you want to play me, Deb is my username in Star Realms and Hero Realms, DEB. I've been pretty busy because in my free time, I'm downloading data and working on the emails and stuff for the to help out customer support, who's been literally working around the clock, because we get a lot of questions, a lot of inquiries of people who don't remember their password or need to change their username, because we have all of a sudden a lot of new people playing on our app. So, and
of course, getting things ready for Gen Con.
But things are, once we get CJ and Connor off to Gen Con, so this weekend I'll have time. So if you want to challenge me, go for it. Let me see. I think there was a couple other questions. So Charlie from Argentina, absolutely. You can enter our giveaways. We run a giveaway every week, and we will ship to, so we don't ship to there's certain countries in South America that we do not ship to because we have issues with deliverability when we run Kickstarters. I don't think Argentina is on that list. I think you can back our Kickstarters, but you can we will try to ship anywhere that we can ship legally. So even the countries that we normally don't ship to for Kickstarters now, we'll do our best.
We'll give it a shot.
We'll do our best to get it to you.
So
yeah, I think Argentina has been fairly good for us on deliverability. It's just certain countries I'm not sure, what the issues are, but for our giveaways, we will send it to any country that we are legally allowed to, which is, there's only, I think, 2 that we're not allowed to mail to as U.S. companies. So I think I answered all the, okay, Wraith. I've been running into a bug where if I max out a character level, that character slot is reset. I reported the bug.
So this may not be, so this may be a bug, this may not be a bug. If we're talking about pit fight, where you level every time you win a game, that's designed such that you level very quickly, but basically when a character reaches max level, they retire. So the idea is they're fighting in the pits, and if they win every match, they've won their freedom, and and they're not fighting in the pits anymore. But if that's happening to you in other play modes, then that is a bug. Basically, characters are not supposed to auto retire in any format except for pit fight.
All right, yeah. So Joel said that's in pit fight by design, and Wraith said no, it's in the main leveling mode. I'm 100% sure I'm in the other mode. So basically, I think what they're saying is when they're in regular PvP and they max their level, the pit fight victory plays, even though they're not in.
All right, so we'll take a look at that. Obviously, that would be it takes quite a while to max out a character in regular play. So nice job, maxing your character. I'm sorry, our app seems to have killed it, but we'll take a look at that. So yeah, that's good feedback, because most people probably haven't gotten to max level yet. So
yeah, I'm curious which character you're playing.
But yeah, we will take a look at that.
Yeah, Brian Games would like a tour of our full game shelf collection. Well, we try to keep the shelf behind us a little bit simple, so it's not super crazy, because otherwise people were sending me comments about how unorganized my game shelves were, and they wanted to come up. If anyone wants to come over, we're fully vaccinated, and help me organize the game shelves, that would be fine. But we will, we've talked about that. We're in the process of reorganizing our office space here, and we will do a tour, probably not live, because I'm not sure how to do a tour and be live. That seems complicated, but we can shoot some videos showing our game collection, not today, but in the next couple of weeks, because we're in the process of rearranging our office space here. So yeah, but I think that would be a fun thing to do. Will there be Hero Realms Ruin of Thantar style campaigns?
So the answer to that question is yes. So we have we're planning on doing campaign play, new campaigns. So basically new content, new stories. So basically you won't, if you played the Ruin of Thandar, you get to play a new campaign experience in the app. And if you're playing campaigns in the app, it won't spoil what's happening in the Ruin of Thandar for physical play. So a lot of the battles from Ruin of Thandar, from the Ruin of Thandar series, you will see as challenges. So for example, a lot of the stuff you're seeing with the pirates in this challenge is stuff that comes from encounters you'll be seeing in the Watery Graves continuation of the Ruin of Thandar storyline. That's kind of the next box set that's coming out. But so we're using those art assets for individual challenge games in the app, but with different story behind them. And then we'll have actual campaign play where you have a set of characters that go through a continuing story as a separate thing, and that we're working to implement both as a solo or a cooperative option. So you and a friend will be able to go through campaigns together as well. So we're looking to have more versions of the cooperative. Cooperative with the AI as an ally and as the opponent is a feature that we have in our test version internally. I don't think that is in the current beta build, but that is something that we can potentially add down the road. But right now, so I believe right now the cooperative play is only with a live teammate. And the challenge, by the way, is great for that. We're looking to add emotes to the game so that you'll be able to communicate with your teammate. Like, I need help. There's too many champions in front of me. Help me out, or I need healing, or I want to buy this card, or I think you should buy that card. Those sorts.
Why'd you do that?
Those sorts of
those
sorts of communications. But if you're playing with a friend and you're challenging, you can call them up on the phone or get on a Discord chat with them and actually talk while you're playing, which can be a lot of fun. So that's definitely something I recommend when playing with a friend.
Yeah, and on the Discord channel as well, you can you can find people and get their usernames and do one-on-one voice with people in Discord, which I know is really popular. Any update on? Okay, so David, we're going to be getting to that. We're just answering a few questions, but that is next on the agenda, the physical Hero Realms content.
Yeah.
So great question. You're just in time. You're not late for that. Wraith is playing Mage. Oh, yeah. I like to play that with Magic myself. And then I have a volunteer to come help me organize a game collection, Rob.
At the low cost of
games and hug. I do hug. So now it's actually really nice to be able to give friends hugs because we're vaccinated. So it's been a long time. And we do for people that are local we're in the Boston area. So for people that are local, or, if you go to conventions that we go to, we're not going personally to Gen Con and Origins. CJ and Connor will be there. And when they're not running tournaments, they'll be around. So we love to get together and play games with people. So we've just started planning game nights here. We were on a hiatus. We hadn't run any game nights, and we've just had a couple of friends over one-on-one to play games recently, and we'll be starting to do that more. So, if you are in the area, let us know. We're not, we can't always be available to meet up with people, but we love meeting people from the community. And since we're not traveling right now, it will be awesome. Yeah, you want my glasses? No, sorry. But I can tell you where I got my glasses if you're interested. They have a lot of cool glasses on this website. All right, so let's get back to the content here. I think I answered all the questions, but if I missed your question, pop it up there. So Hero Realms Physical. So we have mentioned before, oops, let me get that comment off that. Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
We have that Kickstarter coming in October. I believe it's October 26th is our date for it. And it has all kinds of awesome content. We have the Hero Realms Dungeon set, which is an all-new market deck. We also have in this Kickstarter 6 new character classes. 5 character classes that'll be generally available, and the Necromancer, who is Kickstarter exclusive. So awesome whole new party of adventures for you to play and try out. And these guys will have the standard character decks, but they will also have an adventure pack for each of these. And the adventure pack will allow you to play them in campaign. So if you want to play, say, the Barbarian or the Alchemist through the Rune of Thandar with your friends who are playing, the Cleric and the Wizard and the regular classes, or the original classes, you'll be able to take these characters and go on adventures with them in the Thandar campaign as well, because you'll have all the skill upgrades and all the magic items and such that the original classes got through the Thandar box set. These guys will have in each one will have their own adventure pack, which will contain not only their skill tree, but all the magic items they can get through their entire adventuring career. So magic item treasures to take them all the way up to max level. So through basically the equivalent of 5 box sets worth of magic items. So that will be really cool. You'll be able to play these characters, and also, much like you do in the Hero Realms app, you'll be able to use the adventure pack to level up your character to play them PvP. So if you want to play like a 9th level Barbarian versus a 10th level Alchemist, you can totally do that using in PvP using the character pack and adventure pack combination. This Kickstarter is going to be awesome. We got a all new box set with new market deck. We've got that also includes a dungeon adventure, so solo and cooperative play right in that box set. And we've got 6 new character classes, so just an amazing amount of new content for Hero Realms. And we have a Kickstarter coming for that end of next month. So we're super excited about it, and of course, as always, beautiful art and the phenomenal Hero Realms gameplay. So this is going to be awesome.
I love this art. I want to play as a druid. And as you can see at the top, there is now a landing page as well at that URL. You can sign up for updates. We are going to create some wallpaper images of this gorgeous art and send it to people on that list. So that list is always the first people to get the email when the Kickstarter goes live as well. So, definitely sign up for that if you're interested in getting updates on that. Thank you for the positive comment on the art. I love it too. Michael had a question about any more races.
So no, there are no additional races in the dungeon set. However, the ancestry pack with all the different races in there are totally compatible with the new classes. So if you wanted to play an elven druid or a ogre barbarian, you can totally do that. So yeah, there's as always, all the content is cross compatible.
Phyllis wants to know how to fill his coin purse to get all of these things. Or their coin purse. Will races be coming to the app at some point?
Yes. So our plan is for all physical content to make its way into the app. So the journeys, the new cards in journeys, the Kickstarter exclusive promo cards, the ancestry pack, and of course all this awesome new content we have coming in the Dungeons Kickstarter. All this will eventually make its way into the app. And obviously the ancestry pack is amazing for character creation and PvP play and cooperative play, because the number of character choices just explode with it. And so when once you combine you've got the 5 original classes, we'll have the 6 races that you can play as. So you got 30 options there. And then of course, as you're leveling your character up, you're making decisions. Do I want this skill or that skill? Do I want to increase my health? Which treasure I'm going to pick when you get the treasure choices? So the customization is just going to be absolutely insane. So it's something we're really looking forward to.
And David asked about the storage box, the adventure storage box. Will we have new dividers for the
So yes, so basically whenever as we make new content, much like we did with Star Realms High Alert, when we have these new packs with new content, we will create new dividers for those, and you'll be able to purchase a divider pack with the content. So we'll have new dividers for the new content, so you'll be able to put everything into your storage box and keep it all sorted.
Hello, Simon from Austria. Love seeing everyone come in from everywhere. So how many cards are in the new Kickstarter? I mean, we've never run a Kickstarter. Rob hasn't added stuff during the Kickstarter. So I don't think we're going to answer that question right now because we haven't even started running the Kickstarter.
Yeah, so I believe the technical answer is a lot. So you've got the character packs are all, I believe, 15, and there's for the 5 that will be generally available, and the Kickstarter exclusive Necromancer has more cards because she's got like undead that she can summon up during the game. So you've got those cards in addition. There's a new 80 card market deck in that box set. The box set also comes with fire gems, of course, but there's also a an adventure, with a whole bunch of games in that, and there's card content for that. And then the adventure packs contain the entire skill and ability tree for each character, plus all the magic items, all the treasures they can find, which is like 20 treasures per character class. So hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards are in this new set, and we've got there's gorgeous artwork, and the team's been working really hard on this, on the new Hero Realms content. It's a lot of beautiful stuff.
I think you answered new market cards. This is a new market deck.
Yes.
Will these be sold in stores?
So much of the new content will be sold in stores. There are some Kickstarter exclusives, like there's the Kickstarter exclusive Necromancer, and there are going to be I have a feeling we're going to unlock a couple stretch goals in this campaign. We tend to do quite a bit with the Hero Realm stuff, and there'll be Kickstarter exclusive promo cards that people will be unlocking as the Kickstarter goes. Now, with our Kickstarter exclusives, eventually we get new artwork for them and release them into retail. But that takes, that's something we do years down the road. And your Kickstarter exclusive versions will always be identifiable by their original artwork. So basically, if you don't get the Kickstarter, one, you can back a future Kickstarter and buy Kickstarter exclusives from previous campaigns. The things that were free stretch goals, you actually pay for if you want to buy it from an old campaign, but you can get them that way. So every time we do a Kickstarter, you can get Kickstarter exclusives from the older Kickstarters of that game. But down the road, they will eventually be available with different art in source. So, for example, the Star Realms promo pack 1, though, had a bunch of content that was originally Kickstarter exclusive, has new artwork in the promo pack 1 and is available there. So basically, you can, if you have the original version, it's super cool original art, but you can get the new version as well.
Awesome. Any previews for the new set? So we have already shared quite a bit of the art from the new characters.
Yeah, if you want to dig through the archives of these streams, we have talked about some of that stuff previously, and of course, in the coming weeks, we'll have more spoilers for you.
Yeah, and as someone suggested, who was it? Fearless, thank you. There is a landing page at herorealms.com/dungeons if you sign up there. So I've asked the team to want to create some wallpapers and some images that people can use, because the art is just amazing. So you'll get those if you're on that email list. And we can also create a blog post which shows the art. I think we might have one, but if we don't, we'll create one which shows the art that we've shared already from the character art, because it is beautiful. And I have, I think, another piece of art here that we can show as well. I had a question here about digital. So any thoughts on eventually adding hovering of cards for Twitch viewers? I'm not sure I've seen this discussed on our calls with the digital team. Joel maybe could comment on this, but we'll definitely bring this back to the digital team as a question and a request. I'm just going to jot that down really quick.
Yep.
And I'll ask them about that. I think it's a great suggestion. And yeah, Austin was suggesting also that feature would increase viewership, which has exploded on Twitch. Yes, there's a lot of people streaming and a lot of people watching streams, which is awesome. I think you answered the question. There's no overlap with the original market deck. A couple people, I think, asked.
Oh, so question. In the Dungeons box set has a all new 80 card market deck. Every card in there is new. There will be fire gems, which are the same as in the base set, but that's in addition to the 80 cards. So there'll be 80 all new card market deck, and then some fire gems, which of course are also in the base set. But it's just like Colony Wars or Frontiers for Star Realms. The deck is all new. You can play with just the new deck. You can play with just the old deck. you can mix the old deck and the new deck together and just have more selection of cards. So, and frankly, that's the way that's my preferred method. But you can totally pick, play with one set, play with the other. It's designed to work independently or together, just like Star Realms Colony Wars, and Star Realms Frontiers.
So Double Dubs, if I'm pronouncing this right, would like to see some of the mechanics revealed. So right now, like when we do our play testing, oftentimes when we're in development, we're using proxy cards that don't have the art on them yet. So while we have mechanics and we have art, we don't have those combined yet. But as it gets closer to the Kickstarter, we usually will share some of the cards, and definitely like in updates and on streams, Rob will go over, just like we've been doing for some of the other games. Like when we were running Robot Quest Arena, we were showing cards and how they work. So you can expect that you will see some of the new mechanics. And yeah, I would also love to get some of them available to previewers, to people who do video reviews, to be able to preview some of the new cards as well. So we would love to do that too. Oh, will we see the Dungeon Set logo soon, please? We're working on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the logo that we have right now is a placeholder, but we will have a cool logo that we're working on right now.
Yeah, we're currently in the process of narrowing down between some really awesome Antinous sketches on the various logo options. So.
Yeah, so Twitch categories. So I need to learn more about Twitch, but I did go in and I submitted Hero Realms as a product. So there's a database that you submit to get the product then listed on Twitch. So I researched, because I got this question before, how do you actually add a product and a category? And I did add it, but I'll have to go back and check. It said there was going to be some time frame. What's this emoji? I can't even tell what that is. So they basically, I submitted it. I'm not sure if it's been approved, but I will take a look. And if anyone has any direct feedback of things that you're like, man, you should really be doing this on Twitch, Debbie, please send me suggestions. Same with Discord. Like, we're very open to suggestions and feedback. We are learning as we go. And I, would love any expertise that you have that you think, oh, that was a thumbs up emoji, seems good. Great. So I'll take a note to double check on that. And hopefully Hero Realms is added or will be added, because I know it wasn't available. And I also did things like upload the box art and things like that. So, which was also suggested to me, but I don't know yet if it's been approved. So I'll have to go back and check that. But thanks for bringing it up again. Let's see.
So show off this.
Oh yeah, actually we haven't talked about that. Well, one other comment that I really did like was the suggestion for a new class. It's a cat shapeshifter that has a wizard familiar. Doesn't that sound kind of like that TikTok video we were talking about? I like it, and that way I don't have to. So Deb doesn't. I don't have to worry about the cat getting killed. You mean people that kill my cat?
Just kill your wizard.
It's just stunning the cat. He's not actually dead. So let me just see. We had another.
So basically, this sounds like a house rule alternate play mode. So basically, drafting cards to build your market deck, which would be super fun and cool, but take a bunch of time, but hey, it'd be fun. Where this is not the kind of thing we're likely to support in digital anytime soon, because oh boy, that would take a whole UI interface and lots of programming. But by all means, if I was going to do something like this, I would break cards by cost category. So like, for example, you could take the 1 cost blob card from Colony Wars, from the base set, from Frontiers, and like put them out and be like, all right, player A, you get to pick which one of these we're using, and then that goes in. And then you could do that throughout the costs. So basically, you could group cards by cost and color if you wanted to have a balanced market deck where all 80 cards and the ratios are 20 20 20 20 between the various sets, etc. So you could do it that way. Or if you're okay with the market deck being lopsided, which is actually fine if both players know it's the case, then you could just draft cards in general to go in. So, oh yeah, I want to make sure there's lots of Trade Federation in here, so I'm picking a lot of Trade Federation cards. So yeah, either way, that would be crazy fun. like I said,
Fun.
not something we'd be adding to digital anytime soon because well, that'd be a lot of work. But yeah, by all means, try it. Sounds fun. Give it a shot at home, and and if enough players love it, and it becomes a big format, then maybe eventually in digital you can see something like that.
Yeah, we had one other question at the very beginning, Rob, was do you know how many explorers are in the Star Realms Nova set?
The Deluxe Nova Collection, it's a bunch. I want to say it's more than you're going to play. I want to say it's 16, maybe it's more. I'm not sure, but basically more than you're going to be buying.
I think it says it on the Kickstarter page.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. All right, so we have one more thing to show here.
So this is pretty sweet. So this guy here, this is a new Star Realms box set. It contains old sets, so it contains the base game of Star Realms and the Gambit set. This comes in a beautiful box, perfect size for your Kalak shelves, and it's got a lot of really cool features. So this set's going to be $40, and it's got a really nice box, and it's even got artwork on the inside of the box. It's got a great full color rule book,
like
large, nice, easy to read, beautiful book. One of my favorite features of this box set is that it's got a game board. So this is like basically equivalent of a playmat, really pretty game board for the game, and then the box itself has a really nice vac tray which organizes stuff really nicely. So you've got down here, you've got your 4 starting decks, and up here you've got a spot for your gambits and for your explorers, and then you've got a room for your deck here, and then this big area. So as you buy additional sets, you can add them here. It won't store everything, so it's not like the universal storage box where you can put every Star Realms set ever made into it, and etc. But you can hold quite a bit, so you can build a custom version of the game into it. And these areas are designed to be big enough to hold cards with or without sleeves. And each starting deck also comes with a custom set of scorecards. So we've got different scorecard sets. You got 4 different scorecard sets, 4 different starting decks. So this box set is a great gift for someone who doesn't play Star Realms. Okay, now they've got a beautiful Star Realms set and nice box. It's great for existing Star Realms players to have. Basically, you can use this box and sort of build the version of Star Realms that you like to play. As I said, there's room for a decent number of expansions in there, and you can bring it around you bring it to a convention or have it on the shelf. So that is coming to stores for the holiday season. We expect it to be in stores mid to late November. It's in transit. It's in transit currently. We're dealing with international shipping right now, which is crazy. So might be late, but our expectation is that it'll be available in stores for the holidays, so you can pick it up at your local game store and give the gift of Star Realms. So it looks like we had a
question. Well, it was a comment from Fields on the it just says extra explorer, so I just took a note that I'll get the answer.
Oh yeah,
that.
so yeah, I'll double check the number.
I'm sure we have the answer. We just don't know it off the top of our head. So we can get that and provide it next week. We can post it as just a comment on the Kickstarter as well. And I think that's everything we have to cover today. Does anyone else? Last chance? Questions? Anyone? No? Okay, great. Well, thank you everyone for joining. It was awesome seeing everyone. And for those of you going to Origins and Gen Con, CJ and Connor will be there, and there'll also be additional helpers doing the demo tables as well. So
and it's 20. Randy piped in. So 20 explorers. So like I said, more than you're going to use. But hey, they're there. If you got a game where everybody wants to buy some explorers, you got them.
I ran out of Explorers once.
Yeah, it
Once
can happen.
ever with Star Realms, I
Yeah.
was doing a demo and I was like, what happens if I, and
Yeah.
Rob said, you run out, you don't have any more.
But don't worry, somebody will scrap them at some point and then they'll go back into the Explorer pile.
What about packs? So
currently we are not planning on having a large presence at PAX, but we'll probably have a small presence like we're having at Gen Con and Origins.
Yeah. Sounds like a challenge, Rob. 20 Explorers game. I mean, I'm sure you could use them up. You know, I think the game where I ran out of Explorers once, it was because you know, there wasn't any, it just happened that there wasn't any low cost cars in the market deck. So we just kept buying Explorers till we had enough money. So, okay. So thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you joining. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Thanks,
and
everybody.
Have an awesome week. Bye.